Jim Shannon.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I am pleased that I have the opportunity to speak to this important debate. Cyber technology shouldn't be a threat to people, it should be a bonus. You should see it in the good things. With cyber buying Monday, yesterday, were £600 million and sales was achieved. Of course, if you're an Ulster bank holder and your plastic card didn't work when you went to pay your bill in the restaurant last night, or you want to pay in the petrol station last night, or you wanted to pay in the shop, you found it didn't work. It wasn't worth the plastic it was actually made out of. But that's a different issue, Madam Deputy Speaker. But it does indicate cyber technology, the advances that we have, and some of the good things, and also some of the minuses. I want to focus upon cyberbullying amongst children and young people and the impact it can have on their well-being. And whilst I recognise that cyberbullying is a problem amongst adults as well, internet use is increasing all the time amongst children and young people. The internet is, each day it seems, becoming more mobile and more easily accessible. A report from the NSPCC produced earlier this year found that 91% of all 5 to 15-year-olds used the internet in 2012. When we break it down, it's 100% in the age group of 12 to 15, so it gives you an idea of the impact and the importance of it. Internet is one of the most profound inventions in human history. Of course, it brings huge benefits for young children and young people, and through the internet they are better informed, better connected to the world around them, and that's what it's supposed to be about. But the internet can also be a tool for harm and abuse, and as members from all sides of the House will know and have spoken about very passionately and very knowledgeably in this House today, children and young people can often suffer as a result. Cyberbullying can have significantly detrimental effects on children and young people, damaging their sense of worth and wrecking their self-esteem. And as an MP for Northern Ireland, I am particularly concerned that cyberbullying is a significant and growing problem in the Northern Irish schools, as my colleagues, honourable friends and colleagues, member for South Antrim and Upper Bann, have indicated in their contributions just today. According to the research conducted by the Northern Ireland Department of Education in 2011, 15.5% of the 6th and 17% of the Year 9 pupils indicated they had experienced cyberbullying in the past couple of months. That's just relevant at this moment in time. So it gives you an idea of the issues. In January of this year, the Nominate Trust published research on the level of cyberbullying in the UK. The report, entitled Virtual Violence 2, Progress and the Challenges in Tackling Cyberbullying, makes a number of important findings. The report indicates that 28% of 11 to 16-year-olds have been deliberately targeted, threatened or humiliated by an individual or group through the use of mobile phones or the internet. For over a quarter of these, the experience was ongoing, meaning that the individual was continuously targeted by the same person or the same group over a sustained period of time. And this suggests that 1 in 13 secondary-age school children have experienced persistent and intentional cyberbullying. Given that there are, Madam Deputy Speaker, some 4.4 million secondary-aged children in the UK, that's according to the statistics that we have, these figures can be projected to suggest that 350,222 children have suffered persistent and insidious bullying inflicted via technology. That's the vastness of this issue, numerically, if you want to put it into figures. The report goes on to note that purposeful recurring attacks can easily overwhelm a young person being cyberbullied, leaving them feeling anxious, tormented and increasingly marginalised. In some cases, cyberbullying has been found to contribute to children and young people self-harming or even taking their own lives, and other members have spoken about that today. Many of my honourable friends will be aware and heard of the very tragic case of young Hannah Smith, a 14-year-old Leicestershire girl who killed herself after being bullied on a social networking site. Hannah's case is not an isolated one. Peter Wanless, the Chief Executive of the NSPCC, said this is a tragic case where Hannah felt that she had no other option but to end her life. The cruel nature of cyberbullying allows perpetrators to remain anonymous and hide behind their screens. He then called for greater measures to be taken against cyberbullying. He said, this is something that must be tackled before it gets out of hand. We must ensure that young people have the confidence to speak out against this abuse so that they don't feel isolated and without anywhere to turn. It is plain and clear that we urgently need to address these issues. One of the key ways we could do this is by seeking to inform and assist parents and guardians whose children may be exposed to such abuse online.
I thank the member for giving way. Would he agree with me that on an occasion a couple of years ago, when I was threatened online, and it's a very severe threat to my life, that one of the reasons I went to the police wasn't so much just to get the abuse stopped personally, but to ensure that others, particularly vulnerable people, particularly young people, could see that there is a remedy, that if they do report the issue, if they do go to the right authorities, action can be taken and the perpetrators can be caught and punished.
I thank the honourable member for East London Derry and that very valuable practical, physical example of what happened to him and how he responded to that, and his fearless way of showing that if he can do it, everyone else can do it as well, and that's leadership as it should be given and was given. Children and young people are now able to access the internet almost anywhere in a range of different ways through the iPads and mobile phones, other portable devices. Very difficult for parents to monitor these children's use of the internet, even if they wish to do so, beyond their no estimation, and how difficult it is for those who are learned in technology and still cannot be entirely sure of what their children are doing. I'm quite happy to, yeah.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And I thank my honourable friend for letting me intervene on him. As a parent of 4 teenage children, I have learnt a heck of a lot today, and I thank the honourable gentleman on the opposition benches for bringing this debate forward. The thing I have learnt is that I don't know enough about cyberbullying, and as a parent, I've got to actually get with it and understand it and discuss this with my teenagers, and I suspect the House will agree with me on that and forgive me for intervening on something which I have learnt today.
I thank the honourable gentleman for his admission, as we all admit that we can learn something every day, and so we can. The recent Ofcom report shows that 68% of 12 to 15-year-olds in the UK have a profile on a social networking site. 9 to 12-year-olds are too young to officially have their own Facebook account, but 36% report a Facebook profile, with 13% saying they use it regularly. How aware are parents of their children's access to social networking sites and what goes on through these sites? That's the question we're all asking. The internet is changing fast. Parents are clearly concerned about the rapid proliferation of harmful online content and what their children may be viewing. Ofcom highlight the fact that 79% of parents of children aged 5 to 15 who use the internet at home say they have put in place rules about internet use. They have done it. Is it working? Is a question. According to the report driven by Dr. Sonia Livingston in the LSE, 81% of parents feel they need to talk to their children about what they do and view online, and over half of the parents stay nearby when their child is on the internet. If only that was possible in every case. Madam Deputy Speaker, these last 2 statistics are encouraging, demonstrating a real desire on the part of many parents to be actively involved in their children's online experience. In this context, we need to empower them to help their children address issues like cyberbullying. This will both inform those parents that are interested and concerned, and also hopefully prompt those who are not taking an active interest in the safety of their children online to do so. In this regard, I would like to draw attention to the excellent online safety bill, which has its 2nd reading in the other place on Friday of this week. This bill has 2 key provisions, one of which is designed to engage with the challenge of cyberbullying. In the first instance, the bill places a statutory duty on internet service providers and mobile phone operators to exclude all adult contact, whilst providing the user with the option of accessing such material, subject to robust age verification demonstrating they are 18 or over. This provision is designed to help parents protect their children from stumbling, either accidentally or on purpose, on inappropriate material, as has been referred to. In the second instance, the bill places a duty on internet service providers and mobile phone operators to provide prominent, easily accessible and clear information about online safety to subscribers. It also places a duty on the Secretary of State to educate parents of children under 18 in online safety. The key educational provision has been made primarily to engage with the online challenges like cyberbullying and sexting. The bill in the other place that will come back here for a 3rd reading, I believe, Madam Deputy Speaker, is a noble proposal, and it could and should move a long way to achieving what we're trying to do here today. I very much hope that government will embrace it, and in so doing help protect children from stumbling upon inappropriate material, and of greater importance to this debate, to help protect them from cyberbullying. Thank you.